No matter how careful you are gonna get hooked up in them stupid vines. Well, oh man, we are just about halfway done with this side. So I think when we left off in the last clip I showed you, we were about 45 feet down here. Now we're about 130 feet. And from not this railroad tie, but the second one, from that railroad tie, about 80 feet is the worst, the thickest, the heaviest of the vines. And it just puzzles me, the electric people. You know, they left trees that were really close to the power lines, so I had to be really, really careful cutting them and make absolutely sure they fell back this way, because the power lines are right here. They left trees that were close to the power lines that should have been cut, and they cut stuff that is no way ever going to interfere with the power lines. It's just a real hack job. And this tree right here, they cut tree limbs all the way up this tree, all the way up. It's completely dead, and they left it. I mean, why would you just not cut it down? I mean, eventually this is going to fall against the power lines. I will never understand their thinking. And when we get this all cleared, I'm going to have the electric company come out here and look at a couple of these and see if they can get them down, because these fall on that, and it's already happened. I don't know if you can see the black area here. Tree fell and caught on fire and caught the woods on fire, caught my yard on fire, and of course blew everybody's electricity out. Anyway, boy, I have to tell you, that's a lot of work. Now we're fixing to throw it on the fire, and we're done for today. Our goal today was to the big oak tree, and we sort of made it, but the sun is shining directly down on that now, and it's really hot. I think it was 98 or 99 yesterday, and it's probably the same today. And with a heat index, it's well over 100. Plus, it's a very humid day. See all the excuses? I got a million of them. Two old people. One of them with a heart attack and on heart medicine, not me. And missing half a lung. And the other one, fat. That would be me. And some major lung damage. Not bad for two crippled up old folks. Oh yeah, we hit the mother load of aluminum. I have no idea, it's some kind of gigantic aluminum pan with all kinds of, hold on, sorry about that. Okay, you see this aluminum wire up here? Well, the electric company left a whole bunch of that aluminum wire out in the woods, and we gathered it up, so I will be dragging it to the scrapyard and making friends with the meth heads. If they ask me, I'm going to tell them I got up in the phone poles and cut them down. Go ahead, you can do it. Here's a pair of pliers. So this is from here to here is all the bad vines we've got left. We've actually gone through the worst of it. Right here, from that railroad tie there to where we are is the absolute worst, and there's just a few more feet of really, really bad. Actually, right here, from there back is really bad, and then from there forward it's, you know, much easier, and then all the way down to the end is just basically picking up branches that they've cut. And you know, there are some trees that we're going to cut down and take out of there, and we're getting there. I think next week we could be done with this, and another couple of weeks and I'll have enough money to buy my 4x4s and the cement, because I'm going to buy a lot of 4x4s. Hello, Bun Bunch. Hello, Sonny. Want to come up here? All right, there's the wire that I pulled out of the woods. And here's this, I have no idea what this, some kind of aluminum pan. I'm talking about this. That's obviously an aluminum pan. But that's going to the dump. But first I'm going to take this to the scrapyard and show you what I got for it. I'm sure they're going to tell me that if I get all the plastic off of this, it would be worth more, but I don't care. See you at the scrapyard. Okay, here's what they paid. Okay, they would not take the aluminum wire. They took the aluminum pot and that big piece of aluminum that I don't know what it was, and that paid $14.80. And guess what? They took their stinking barbed wire, and that barbed wire paid $2.80. So I saved myself about, in probably 45 minutes, going to the dump, and that much gas, and I made $17.60. If I had any idea they took the barbed wire, this is way closer, and to make a few dollars instead of spending it, I'd have been bringing the barbed wire here. So I hope there's no personal information on here. There is. I got my thumb covering it, but maroon Ford. Okay. Alrighty. It's 95 degrees. I'm going home. Let me tell you why they wouldn't take that electric cable. You probably are wondering. They said, and they're real polite about it, they said it's not enough aluminum there to justify the amount of time they have to pay somebody to melt the plastic off of it. By the time they get all the plastic melted off of it, there's, not enough aluminum left to justify what they had to pay somebody to do it. So I understand that. And, my time has a value too, and I'm not going to strip the plastic off myself. I don't want to spend that kind of time doing that. Okay, now you know. I just had a good idea. The electric company is over on the main highway, and in their parking lot, there are power lines that go across their parking lot. So that means there's an easement in their parking lot. I should gather up all these branches that they have dumped up against that fence and drag them over there to the electric company and dump them off in their parking lot. I never would, but it just dawned on me that would be a heck of it would be kind of funny. Not if they caught me, but it would be funny for them to show up to work and they can't get in their parking lot because there's all these trees that they cut and left in their parking lot. That would be funny.